Yeah,
by just simply fearing disobedience. Perfect.
Yeah,
okay, let's go to the Quran verse.
Yeah, okay.
Right, everybody remember this. Everybody remember this. Simply fearing disobedience is wrong to beat your wife. Now let's go to the Quran verse.
No, yeah, I'm gonna read mine. I'm gonna read.
You know, it doesn't say that.
What?
Wait,
we're gonna see a retraction. Hold on, we're gonna see a retraction in just a second.
Dollar kids, mute up. We'll show you. Stop.
Listen.
We're already on the verse again. We'll not retrace our steps. We're walking with middle path now.
Wait, Dollar kids, wait.
Middle path now.
Wait, Dollar kids. Okay. So it says therefore the righteous women are devoutly obedient to Allah and to their husbands and guard in their husband's absence, while Allah orders them to guard their chastity, meaning their chastity, their husband property. And as to those women on whose part you see ill conduct, admonish them first. Next, refuse to share their beds. And last, beat them lightly if it is useful. But if they return to obedience, seek not against them means of annoyance. Surely Allah is ever most high, most great.
Okay, can I just jump in there?
You guys want me to...
Likely is not there in the Arabic.
So let's let Jay go. Let's let somebody that speaks Arabic respond.
Let Jai handle this.
It does say that. Okay. It literally says, وَالَّتِي تَخَفُونَ نَشُوزَهُنَّ. If you fear ill conduct, bro, why are you lying?
Boom!
No,
you said this was wrong. You said this was wrong. Your conscience bore witness that the Quran is unjust here. Now, are you going to retract your statement?
He knows for a fact that the words in Arabic have different meanings. More than
look it up. Look it up. Look up Quran X. Go to Quran X.
If you see ill conduct, if you see them do this.
No, it doesn't. My friend, go.
He's lying. He's lying. It doesn't say if you see. It doesn't say like it doesn't say like if you saw. No, it doesn't say that. It says hold on, mute up for a second. Hold on, mute up, bro. Hold on, mute up. It says if you fear. What are you talking about?
Now, let me ask you a question.
Wait.
In the ideal Islamic civilization.
Wait! Don't deflect. You said that it's wrong. That the Quran verse says that if you to beat your woman if you simply fear that this is wrong, right?
That's not what it translates to. He's not being truthful.
My friend, let's go to let's go to the Arabic. Can somebody please take the big screen and go to the Arabic here, or let somebody give the breakdown of the verse? I hate to do this, man. I'm driving, but.
I'm in the truck right now at that point, but from what I remember, the verse thing, and it says something like "Wa'alati takhafuna nashuzahunna," like if you fear.
Right. Let's see if Brother Jai can take this. Brother Jai, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, man. God bless
you, brother. God bless you.
Thanks, man. God bless you all. Man, you guys made some amazing admissions with the Muslim you were talking to earlier. But yeah, on this topic, on this point, so we already is it middle path? Is that the one we're talking to right now?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. So middle path. So you said that if this verse actually says in the Arabic that if you merely fear disobedience, and then you can go on through the steps and eventually beat her. You said that if the verse actually says that would be wrong, right?
Beat her like listen. It's not wrong because if anything that's in
you just retracted your statement.
Yeah,
he backtracked.
Listen. Let me ask you this. So, and also you can't just interpret what the verse says. You have to. It's Tafsir and the Prophet.
But didn't you just say earlier?
He explained the Quran. But look, let me ask you a question.
Wait. No. You just said that this was unjust. Go ahead, Jay.
No. Listen,
before you ask your question,
I said that then.
Middle path. Before you ask your question,
let's agree that I said that, right? Let me ask you this.
You did say that.
Let me ask you this. So even it's capital punishment in Islam, in the Islamic country, right? If a woman is caught fornicating, or a man or a woman, it will be stoned to death, right?
Sure.
So what is the criteria? Yeah, what is the criteria to stone a person to death?
I didn't wait. Hold up. I didn't know stoning a person, capital punishment, according to the government, is the same thing as a husband saying, "I fear your disobedience, so I'm gonna beat you until your skin turns green."
Right. So that's what I'm asking.
Wait. My friend, we have to drag you back off the playground here, back to the conversation, please.
Just give me a few minutes with him. Just trust me. Just give me a few minutes with him. Let's go through it, because I see where he's. I see his train.
Take it over, brother Jai. You got this.
Let me know where I'm going at.
I see your train of thinking, because okay, but you go ahead, make your point, and then we're going to go back to the original question that Travis asked you, because that's why it actually came up, because you actually did say that that if it were to say that you would be wrong, so that's why it came up. But now you're changing your position.
No, yeah, because listen, if even you say you fear something, I mean you don't know for sure, you don't know for certain, you might think. So even you could come in and say that a woman fornicated. You have to have 4 witnesses that literally saw the act, or anybody fornicated. You can't make any actions towards a person because you suspect something. That's not just. That's injustice.
Well, I'm glad this is recorded. So it's not just to just merely give a punishment for just fearing disobedience, according to you.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
And also, according to according to the Quran also.
Okay, well, that's what we're talking about right now. The Quran actually says that exact thing. It says, in those whom you fear disobedience. The word takhafuna means fear. Look it up. Any Arabic dictionary, you're going to see that the word takhafuna means you fear, whom you fear. And so fearing what? Disobedience. So you actually just condemn your Quran here as being unjust. And if you don't believe me, we can go on. We can show you what the Arabic. We can break it down word for word what the Arabic says according to not our websites, according to Muslim websites.
Okay, pull it up.
Okay, so we're gonna hold you to this though, because you just said that this is unjust. If this is the case, this is unjust. So let's go Quran corpus, and let's pull up chapter 4, verse 34. Let's pull it up.
No, go to Ibn Kathir, Tafsir. Don't go to Quran corpus.
We just said we're going to the verse. What are you talking about, bruh?
We want to break down the Arabic first.
Right.
No, but we want the explanation.
Hold up, guys, hold up. Do you guys mind while we're going to this verse, as you guys are pulling up Surah 4? Is it 34?
I got it right here.
34.
Yeah,
Surah 4:34. Do you mind if I just shout out the live a little bit? Just really quick, because we haven't had one in a while. So guys, if you're really enjoying us, really giving it to the Momo maids, just showing them how false their theology is, please make sure to Surah 4:34, that like button, Surah 4:34, that screen, make it literally attack this thing like you fear disobedience for it, or else, because we see every single one of you, we see all 481 of you, and if you don't do it, we will know, and we know that you secretly kissed the Black Stone.
Uh-oh.
Well,
and if Avery fears disobedience and you not doing it, he's going to kick you out of his life.
Yes, sir.
All right, when Avery comes back, we're going to put up the big screen, and I don't know if you can see this right now, middle. All right, Avery's back. All right, here we go. So this is the word here, takhafuna. What does it mean? Can you read it?
You fear.
You fear.
Okay.
You see that? You fear what? Nushuzuhunna means what? Their ill conduct or disobedience. So in those whom you fear ill conduct, and then it goes on, and then and eventually it leads up to beating them. So it's actually the Quran that says in the Arabic, that's what it says. That's why 99% of the translations are going to accurately render this. I don't know why you found the one translation that doesn't render it this way, but 99% of the translations are going to actually say whom you fear disobedience from. So Travis's original question to you was that, in a nutshell, what he asked you was that if the Quran teaches that you can beat your wife based on a suspicion, you just suspect disobedience, and you said no, that's unjust. But that's actually what your Quran teaches.
It doesn't teach that though.
So that's what this says. That's what the Arabic says.
Okay, now that's your understanding of it, right?
Path.
So now go.
That's not my. This is not my website.
Hold on, wait. Middle path. Hold on a second. Middle path. Hold on a second. I want to ask Jai something. In that where it says takhfuna, is there anything in the Arabic, because the English translations will always render it, then do this, then do that, and then finally idrubahunna. But in the Arabic, do you see thumma in there anywhere where it says that there's a...
No, it's not. It's not like that. It's not structured like that where it says do this and then do that and then do that and then... It doesn't say that. It doesn't say first, second, third, fourth. It doesn't say any of that. You can take a big screen back up, bro.
Right.
Yeah, hold on, wait, middle path. I'm not done making my point. Hold on a second. So Jai, so what you're saying is, according to the verse, since there's no thumma, it's just this. If you fear ill conduct, then you could theoretically do all of these things at the same time, correct?
If you're just going by the verse, yeah. If you're just going by the verse.
Okay, so the Quran, if we're just going by the verse, all Muslims say that you can beat your wife, you can reject them from the bed, and all at the same time. Like there is no order of succession here. So there is no first this, then first that.
And he said Ibn Kathir, actually, we don't need to go to the commentaries, but there's a difference on what that means to, for some of them say it means to tie her to the bed, but that's in the commentaries, but we can let that slide for right now. But so as for the main thing, I want him to come up and respond to that main point now. Now that we've established, based on the Arabic, that's Corpus Quran. That's not us. That's not.
You have to go to the explanation of the verses. You can't just go. If that was the case, how will Muslims know how to pray? That's why. Along with the Quran that was revealed, you got the hadith.
Right. But what Travis asked you, yes. But what Travis asked you was that if the Quran says, and you said, no, that would be unjust. So now we showed you that the Quran, you said, no, I have a translation that says otherwise. You didn't go to an explanation. You went to a translation. Now we're showing you this is what the Arabic says. And now you have to, you're stuck with it.
That's still another translation of the Arabic. That's the same translation of the Arabic. That's the same translation that y'all pulled up. It's still translated to the same thing you said it was. I can pull up a translation to the same thing that's translated that I said it was.
Okay, but here's the problem. That's what it literally says in the Arabic. That's why we showed you what the Arabic says.
It's still no, that's a translation. That's not Arabic words mean more than one thing. You can't tell me that
everything that we're talking about.
Because the word kof is fair in Arabic.
Middle path. Do you speak Arabic? Middle path. Do you speak Arabic?
Some.
Wait. That's the root word is khof. That's the root word. That's the root word. So when you're saying khof, like fear, when you conjugate it, and I'm talking to you, I'm saying like whom you fear or what you fear, you put it in a different form. So this is the form where it's addressing you, and it's saying whom you fear. So it's addressing a group of people.
That's a plural.
Yes.
That's plural. It's a broken plural. So it's not just fear. It's not just you saying fear.
Whom
it's like
you fear.
You think they might do something. No, it's more than that. It's a lot of different things.
It's in the word because it's addressing the people as a whole. That's why it's in a plural.
It's not addressing just thinking something. It's addressing these acts. These acts are being committed. It's not addressing if you fear that they're doing this. No.
Now you admit that it has fear. Now you admit that it has fear.
Huh?
Now you admit that it says fear.
What you mean? I'm telling you that it's not just fear. It's not just it don't just translate to only fear. Is what I'm telling you.
Okay, what does it translate to then?
I just told you.
What? I missed it because I could have sworn you said fear.
Literally doing the acts, doing those things, not.
What I ask?
No, you're addressing a group. You're addressing a group of people. That's all it's saying. You're addressing a group of people, and it's in the plural. It's saying whom you fear, the ones that you fear. Do what? Disobey you. Disobey. Whoever you think is going to disobey you. You men, you husbands, then you have the right to beat them.
All right, listen. So pull up the tafsir of the verse.
Wait, but the tafsir is
dealing with the white stone concept, not fear of it. The verse against explain.
This is, guys, sorry, jumping. This is not going far. Let me ask you, Middle, this. Middle, do you believe that beating a woman is right or wrong? Middle, my brother, is there any circumstance where beating a woman is okay? So there's never a reason for a woman to be beaten. Agree?
It's not referring to beating. It's light tap, like you.
Listen to me. You would discipline a child. I'm asking you a question, my brother. I'm asking you just a question. Listen to my question, bro. Listen. Is there ever an occasion, ever a reason to beat a woman? Is it ever right?
I just told you that's not referring to beating a woman.
I'm not talking about the verse. I'm talking in general, in life. Is it ever okay to beat a woman? Ever okay? Is there ever a situation where it's okay to beat a woman?
No. You could discipline them, but you can't beat them. You could tap her to get her attention. Like, stop, don't do that. But you don't beat. You don't know to beat a woman. No.
Sorry, I don't have a lot of time. Can I just chime in quickly? I'm sorry.
That's how it's explained. That's how the verses are explained.
But could we get him to teach us the Arabic of the plural of khawf? What is the plural of khawf? I'm curious. I never heard this before. You think Arabic is like English, where you can have a plural khawf? I'm curious, like seriously, I'm genuinely.
It's referring to them, a group. Yeah, a group.
Yeah, so there's no plural here. The only plural is the masses that the Quran is addressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not more than fear. It's more like a speculation. And takhafuna is not fear. It's more of a speculation. You can't use that word to say fear as in genuine fear or imminent threat. This is a speculation the Quran is making. If you speculate basically their disobedience, then you beat them. And if your Quran only is open-ended, there's no measure. There's no measure to what amount
and that's why
of beating.
That's why the Prophet ﷺ explained the verses. That's why the verses are explained by the scholars of the Quran and the Prophet ﷺ.
Okay, unanimously from Al-Tabari to Ibn Kathir, they're all physical infliction. There's not even a single mufassir that would ever understand this except through a physical infliction on the women. Physical striking, physical hitting. You just conceded there's no circumstances where you can actually don't hit them. But the Quran actually and the scholars.
I'm saying you said beat them. You didn't say lightly hit them. You said beat.
Okay, hang on, my brother.
There's no sorry to jump in. I have the Tafsir. He said he wanted the Tafsir. I have the Tafsir here.
There isn't.
Guys, we're allowing him to get away. Allowing him to get away with lightly beating. We need to address
he's already condemned the Quran. We just have to stay on top.
I would never condemn the Quran. The Quran is Kalam Allah.
You did. He's going to show you.
Yeah, right here. So I have the Tafsir here. You said you want a Tafsir.
What Tafsir is that?
All right. Give him a big screen, bro. I'll show him.
I said pull up Ibn Kathir's Tafsir. I didn't.
Hold on. I don't have Ibn Kathir right now. I have Tafsir Jalalain. Do you know this one?
Yeah, that's not. No, I don't. Yeah, that's not a.
Say what?
That's not authority for me.
Sorry for interrupting. Yeah, I wanted you guys to finish before
pull up scholars of the Sunnah. Tafsir from the scholars of the Sunnah.
Okay, this is a Jalalain. What do you think? What do you think is a Tafsir?
Please bring Ibn Kathir.
Hold on. Middle path. Middle path. You asked to bring a Tafsir. You asked to bring a Tafsir. I have a
Tafsir. One mic, please, guys. Just let Jai present his evidence first, and then forceful or whatever, and then middle path. You guys can respond. Just chill, bro.
Okay, look. I don't know why it's like blurry. Okay, there we go. So Tafsir al-Jalalain, he said he wanted Tafsir. Now look what it is. It says here, and those you fear may be rebellious. So again, this is confirming the translation that if you fear, just fear that they're rebellious, then you can inflict the punishment on them. They don't need to actually do anything wrong. You just need to fear. You just need to fear that she. Hold on, wait. You just need to fear that she's doing something wrong. So a guy could be paranoid. He could be very paranoid, and he might not have any evidence for it. He just fears it. He's just very like a paranoid guy. And he thinks, oh, no, she's doing something wrong. She's basically being disobedient to me in some way. She doesn't need to actually be doing something wrong. But just because he fears it, that's what it says. You said go to the Tafsir. I went to the Tafsir.
No, I said go to Ibn Kathir Tafsir. I didn't say go to any Tafsir.
Jai, please, let me just say this. Your Ibn Kathir doesn't say lightly. Hold on one second.
Let me speak now.
The question is not about lightly. He said that if the Quran says, he said if the Quran says that you can beat them based off of a suspicion, based off of fear, then that's unjust.
I said so if a person does that, it's unjust.
That's what we're dealing with. He's saying that the Quran's unjust if it says that you can do it based off of fear. He's saying that there actually needs to be evidence. That's what he's saying. So we're showing him, no, the Quran doesn't say you need evidence. It just says you just need to fear it. And so he's actually calling the Quran unjust.
We can meet his criteria.
Listen.
Okay, we can listen. Okay, listen. Just give me because I'm crunched on time here. I'll go over Ibn Kathir.
Oh, look, listen, y'all just talk. He just presented evidence. Can I present mine now?
I will listen to your evidence.
Now, John, you pull up Ibn Kathir Tafsir.
Okay, finally. Okay, so Ibn Kathir. Let's talk about Ibn Kathir because I have it right in front of me.
Wait. All right, let me say this. Now, it says in Ibn Kathir's Tafsir, it says beat them means if advice and ignoring her in the bed do not produce the desired result.
The beat part.
I have Ibn Kathir.
Listen,
Jai, please listen. Because this is like, this guy doesn't know what Ibn Kathir says. Okay, so one more time. You don't know what Ibn Kathir is saying. Because I have it in front of me. Darban ghayr mubrah. Darban ghayr mubrah means not a severe. It doesn't say anywhere. I'm looking right at it, like right here. There's not even a single sentence saying beat her lightly. It says clearly here, Darban ghayr mubrah. What does that mean? It means not severely. What does not severely mean according to Ibn Kathir? ضربا غير مبرح ولا تكسر ولا تكسر لها عظاما لا تكسر لها عظاما. That means don't break bones. So what does mean don't beat her severely? That means don't break her bones. Oh, okay, so it's not lightly, it is just don't break her bones.
Wait, let's try to go back. Let's try to go back to the point though. Let's go back to the point where he said, wait, hold on just a second. We gotta stop straying away from the point. He says if the Quran teaches that you can merely fear and then enact Surah 434, then it's unjust. We've showed you
Can I respond?
Arabic.
And if that's your interpretation of the Quran. That's how you.
So you're employing the ostrich
interpretation that's the translation that you read.
What are you talking about?
I take what the Quran says.
Bro, just stop. Just stop.
With the explanation of the scholars and the companion.
What are you saying, bro? It literally says it. Stop.
But I don't take your explanation of the verse. It's a fact. I don't take what you explained it to me.
I'm not. Oh my God, bro.
I mean, if you heard what he said, right? Even Middle Path said it. He said, without beating severely. Let's go with that part. He says, and discipline them. Tell me if I'm right, Middle Path, please. You said without severe beatings, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let me say this to you. If Mike Tyson knocks a guy out in the first round, knocks him out, he didn't give him a severe beating. He just knocked him out. That wasn't a severe beating. He just knocked him out. A severe beating is making him go 12 rounds and, whipping him each round. And that's a severe beating. But one punch knockout just means he knocked him out. So when you say without a severe beating, you are trying now to make an excuse to say, well, she was beaten but lightly. And no, man, it says without a severe beating.
James,
you can't get
without the
severe
respect.
beating.
Okay. Without the respect.
Now, let me respond now.
Please, no.
Let me respond now, please.
Just hold on. Both of you are wrong. When we're talking about Islamically severely means breaking bones. So anything not breaking bones, then it's not severe.
All right. Okay.
So
now let me respond.
please hold on.
So the Quran was
The next time, wait, you appealed, dude. Just hold on a sec, because both of you made a mistake. The severely, according to Ibn Kathir, according to your criteria, you brought the criteria, not I. So you said Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir explained what severely means. It means do not break bones. So either stick to your criteria or choose a different tafsir. You can't keep jumping around.
No, I'm gonna continue to use the same tafsir, because now if you go down to the bottom, where the Prophet ﷺ doing the farewell Hajj, this is what he said: listen, fear Allah regarding women, for they are your assistants. You have the right on them that they do not allow any person whom you dislike to step on your mat. However, if they do that, you are allowed to discipline them lightly. They have a right on you that you provide them with their provision and clothes in a reasonable manner. Ibn Abbas and several others said that the ayah refers to a beating that is not violent. Al-Hassan al-Basri said that it means a beating that is not severe. So that means discipline them lightly.
Wait, guys. Let's before we get to whether the beating is severe or it's breaking bones or it's lightly or whether it's a miswak or whatever, that's a discussion that we need to have. But what we need to get him on first is he said that the Quran will be unjust if it said that you're inflicting this beating just based off of fear. So he said go to Ibn Kathir.
I'm not saying no.
I went to Ibn Kathir.
I would never say the Quran is unjust. And if I did say that, I misspoke. I'm saying if a person
we heard you, bro.
Acts out of fear, then they are unjust in doing it. I said that would be unjust. If a person interprets
so that would be unjust. But that's what the Quran says.
That's what the Quran says.
It's how a person knows.
You said to go to Ibn Kathir.
You interpret your religion any way you want. You don't listen. You don't interpret religion any way you want.
Listen to what
you learn the religion from knowledgeable people, scholars of the Sunnah, the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, how they interpret.
Listen to what Ibn Kathir says.
Can I respond now?
He says, and for those to whom you fear disobedience from, he says, the meaning is the woman whom you fear will be disobedient to their husbands. So it's about fearing. So it's not about, if people do that, then they're unjust. No, this is what your Quran commands. The Quran commands you that if you fear disobedience from your wife, if you fear disobedience from her, then you can beat her. That's what the Quran commands. It's not about if a guy does it, he's unjust.
I'm looking at that same verse, and it doesn't say that.
Boo!
It doesn't say that. It's like to those women on whose part you see ill.
No, you're reading the English translation. You're reading the English translation.
Can you hear me?
Let me jump in here, guys. Let me jump in.
Can I respond now?
Just 1 second.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Godlogic.
Yeah. So it was middle path, right? Middle path, because I was listening, and I just want to see if you'll be honest or not. Did you or did you not say that if this was talking about something? Inflicting a beating simply because you think or fear that the person might be doing something or be disobedient, that would be wrong to do just based off of a fear or a feeling, right? You said that would be wrong to do, correct?
Yeah, a person would be wrong to beat a woman because they fear that they did something and they don't know for sure. For sure they would be wrong.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
So Jai just showed you that the Quran says that you can do that. You can beat them, whatever it is, lightly, whatever, even without them doing something. All you need is a fear. It says, if you fear disobedience from them, you can beat them. That's what they just read to you from the verse. That's what they just read to you, even in the Tafsir of Ibn Kathir. So if you're going to be consistent and stay honest, then the Quran is giving an immoral, wrong command by saying you can beat women, your wives, if you just simply fear that they've done something. Correct?
That's not how the verse is explained by the companions of the Prophet ﷺ. That's not how it was understood.
Y'all go ahead and continue. Y'all got it.
Okay, thank you. Middle path, can I just respond, please?
Wait, is that
so
force?
He just gave you the explanation.
Okay, hold on. I just want to know if force. I just want to see if you're on the same page as us. Do you agree with what? Do you agree that the verse is saying that if you fear disobedience, then you enact these the following punishments?
I believe that you fear and you see disobedience, both.
Okay, but does the Quran just say fear or does it say see?
Okay, so can I explain now? I've answered your question. Can I?
Wait. Does the Quran say fear, or does it say fear in C?
It is explained in the Tafsir.
No, I'm asking the Quran. Did I say Tafsir?
I am a Muslim. I am not a Quranist. Can I answer the question? Because
you don't need to be a Quranist to tell me what the Quran says. You don't need to be a Quranist to tell me what the Quran says.
Let him talk. Let him answer the question real quick.
Well, because he added something to the Quran, so I want to know based on the Quran.
I answered your question. Can I make my statement? Then I answered your question.
No, I did answer because you added to the Quran, so I want to know: does the Quran say what you're saying, or did you just add that in there?
It is explained.
He explained it.
No, brother, answer him, brother. Does it say fear? It don't matter if it say it or not, because that's not how it's explained.
Besides the points, can I just explain my point?
No, don't say besides the point. That's what we're talking about.
That is the point. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Can I give my point? Can I give my statement?
Okay. Force. In order to enter into this discussion, you need to be on the same page as us.
I gave my answer. You're not listening. I give my
Jai, let me say this to you, Jai. The clear Quran is so clear that they can't go to the Quran. They've got to go to their scholars, right?
Exactly.
Because the clear Quran is so clear that none of them have the gonads enough to stick to it. This is just Islam for you guys. This is Islam.
Can I just get 5 to 10 minutes, please? No, as I mean, in the entire life.
Time out, y'all. Everybody mute up. Let them talk. Everybody mute up.
We can have a back and forth conversation. Let's go back to what Jai was asking Force. Force, can you please address his question? Does the verse, the ayah, not the tafsir, we're not on tafsir as yet. Does the ayah say if you fear? Can you please answer that question? Nobody else jump in.
It says that. It also says sense. If you sense ill conduct.
Okay, why did you say fear earlier? Earlier you said fear in C. Now
yes, it is explained. I also said it is explained in the Tafsir. I've answered your question.
Dude, wait. I know you want to jump onto the point that you want to make, but we're having a conversation about something else right now. We're having a conversation about something else right now. I know you want to jump to the point that you want to make, but just stay with us on this point.
I want to answer all of the points that you've made on the live.
Well, you can't answer. You can't move on to the next point to answer unless you answer this one first.
I'm sorry. I just ended up dropping him. Yo, Forrest.
No, he answered the question though.
Hold on.
Well, he gave 3 different answers. He gave 3 different answers.
That was your answer.
I have a question. I have a question.
Hold on.
I have a question, if I may.
Hold on, bro. Just relax. So, as we can see, Force was not being honest with what that text actually says. So, Mr. Dawood, we're going to ask you now. Does the text say fear?
I would like to ask a question.
No, bro.
No, I'm not going to. I don't want you asking me nothing.
Hold on.
Listen, I'm not. That's wasn't my argument.
If you don't want to answer a question, you're going to be in the audience. This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship.
The reason why I'm forcing you guys to answer is because we have 3 or 4 different Muslims come up giving different answers, and we want to show the rest of the Muslims in the audience that your Muslim brothers are liars.
Exactly.
This is not.
And we want to hold this dude to his feet to the fire because he's the one who said that if the Quran says this, then that's unjust. That would be unjust. He said if people do that, that's unjust. Now we're showing, actually Quran does say that. We're trying to get other Muslims now to confirm, what does the Quran actually say? So when he came up, he's like, oh, the Quran says if you fear in C. So I asked him, okay, does it say fear in C or just fear? He said, oh, it says just fear, but C is also in the Tafsir. So then he came up for the 3rd time and he gave he said sense or something like that. So he gave 3 different spins on it. But what we're trying to do now is we're just trying to get Muslims to admit what the Quran actually says in the Arabic. What's the accurate translation? And once we get that point, we go back to the middle and get him, okay, look, now you have to deal with the Quran. Because you have multiple Muslims telling you now, this is what it says. If you fear disobedience, then you can You can do this other stuff. If you fear. But according to you, that was unjust. Now you know this is what your God is teaching. So according to you, your God's teaching something unjust.
So, Mr. Dawood, I will bring you back up. But first, can you answer the question, bro? Just a simple yes or no. If you don't know if it says it, then just say you don't know. It's okay. It's not a problem. Please address our question, and then we will allow you to expound.
You know he won't. This is what he does all the time. You know he won't.
Hey, don't drop me, keep me. All right, we're gonna talk.
So Dawood, are you
stay with us and answer? You're not going to go anywhere as long as you answer.
I haven't read what he's read. I'm giving my knowledge of what I know.
Knowledge. Does the verse say if you fear disobedience, then you? Or what is the verse?
I've never heard that understanding. If you just fear, because you fear, you can implement this. No, I don't want to. I don't think that's the context.
What does the verse say, friend? What does the verse say?
I don't believe that's the context, and you guys strawmanning that argument like that. It's completely horrible.
Okay, can you read?
I have a question. I answered your question. I answered your question. Let me answer my question.
Read the verse
for us.
Can I ask my question or not?
You're not deflecting. You're not deflecting.
I told him I haven't read that.
All right, let me talk here real quick. So, Mr. Dawood. So Dawood, I was on his live yesterday, guys, and he did his best to try to make sure that it was fair that I could speak, even with the trolls on the stage. He would give me the show time, so I could get my time uninterrupted, even though he still let the trolls up. But he did his best. So I want to give him like some leeway here. Mr. Dawood, how we do it over here, we're on a particular subject, right? And if
all right.
For a minute, it's really you entered at a hype moment right now, so that's why they like.
Okay. All right.
So for them, if you could just read 434 to just confirm what it said, you don't even got to give an interpretation. You just confirm that it says if you fear disobedience or whatever. Just confirm that it says.
No, I'm not conceding to that context because. The reason why I say that, because I don't believe that just because you fear something is going to happen, you can implement that. That's totally against Islam. That's what I want to say.
Yeah,
so if you have that, that's not the proper understanding. Yeah.
So we understand that that's what you believe. So all they're asking you to do is read what the verse says to see if the verse agrees with what you just said,
and that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Please, can you tell us what the surah is? Because I can read that. I want to read it.
434, chapter 4, verse 34.
So just to be clear, Dawood and Middle Path, just to be clear, you guys take the same position on this. You guys are saying that that's wrong to enact punishments based off of a fear. So you're both saying that that's wrong. So that's good because you guys are on the same page. Now let's see, what does the Quran say? So can Dawood read 434 for us?
The Arabic brother can do it better than I can. He's been more fluent. I know Arabic, but I'm not
perfect.
Really
if someone
fluent
speaks
like
Arabic,
that,
then if someone can speak Arabic, let's
Walid is getting the verse, but I think he has to have to get the verse. So Walid, if you do read, we won't be able to hear you because you're not.
While he's on coffee cup, I'd like to ask a question to anyone who would like to answer.
If this is off subject, Mr. Dawood,
it's on topic. It's on topic. We right on the money. We still here. We still in the scripture. Yeah. Okay. So my question is, if it says in the Quran to beat them lightly, how do you implement that? That's my question.
Respectfully, that's the next step because right now we're just establishing whether or not you can do that based off of fear or where you need actual evidence for it.
No, Jay, my question to you is, sir, how do you implement that?
Right, I'm saying that's the next. You're going ahead. You're putting the cart in front of the horse right now.
Okay, well, let me ask you another question. Do you know how to implement that?
That's okay. But I'm saying before we get to that topic, we need to establish this first. We need a foundation.
We're on the same topic. What are you talking about? You're talking about beat lightly, right? You're trying to make it seem like Muslim men can beat women. That's the topic, right? So let's get it.
No.
I'm asking you a question.
The subject right now. Just look. Because you're close, but that's the next part. It's part 2. Part 1 is establishing what the verse says first. Once we get past that, then we can go into what you just asked, because that's.
I mean, you guys are like was speaking about it for like over an hour, right? Y'all got that established. Y'all got that in the bag. I don't
because Mr. Dawood, we don't because when we read the verse,
okay, Walid.
Yeah,
so let's just
I went and read the verse. Sorry, I went and read the verse, and I actually have an application. It's called Pro Muslim, which is actually the translation is in the bottom in English, straight away in the book. So if you allow me to share my screen, I will show you it to you in English.
One second. So the Muslims, you guys, I don't know if you guys know Walid or you don't know him or not. You guys trust his translation. Whatever he says, you guys will go with.
Well, the application actually is on Android, so you can go and load it.
I just
That's why
want to
I'm
know
willing
if
to
I just want to know
share.
if they're going to agree with whatever you say.
Okay.
I mean, they could. I mean, you don't have to agree with it, but if it's the truth, it's the truth. You gotta take it.
Okay.
All right. Can I read?
Yes. Yeah, read it, please.
I'm gonna read it straight away in English because there is no point reading it in Arabic for you guys. Okay?
No, read
and
it in
I swear to God, I'm saying.
Hold on, wait, Waleed. ممكن تقرأ السيرة عادي.
Give the Arabic and then the English.
Read it in Arabic, please.
Switch screens. You have to stay on TikTok to read. We can't hear you when you leave the screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you leave the app, we can't hear you at all.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
All right. I need to find some a way. All right, I'm gonna do something.
You have an iPad or a computer nearby, maybe you can do that. Or someone else maybe can pull it up on the screen. But either way,
I can get my iPad real quick. Avery, give me the big screen.
But just the Arabic. Don't do a translation because we want him to translate it. That's the point.
First of all, you don't go ordering me around like you fear disobedience, all right?
My bad.
Oh.
All right, hold on.
Has just show the Arabic bro, don't translate because we want him to translate. That's why he's here.
Is that clear enough for you, Waleed?
Yeah, well, let me see if can you see my screen now? Can you make it bigger, please?
Well, no, we want the Arabic.
Oh, I will read the Arabic, but it's weird. Okay, it's not very because I need to go on my computer then. You allow me. I'm gonna cut the camera. I will go online.
Or just can show the Arabic then. It might be easier that way.
Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can go.
The Arabic is the Quran, so it will be the same, exactly the same.
Yeah, but it's kind of small on mine.
That's another topic, but
what I want to say here that it said if you fear they're gonna be arrogance or something like that. So first, fear.
So it does say if you fear, right, Waleed?
Let me finish. Ahead of me. If you fear, he said. 1 second, please.
I've got my computer in front of me. I can
Really, that was the point, though. That was the point.
Exactly. Yeah, that was it.
That's what we needed. That verse says, if you fear. Not that they've done it. It's if you fear disobedience from them or arrogance from them. Then you can admonish them, lead them to the beds, and beat them. If you fear, if you think
him, they nominated him, and their point was if it says that's wrong. But then they nominated someone who actually confirmed. No, Arabic does actually say that.
Okay, but then, guys, you are actually just jumping on from a whole book of like so many surahs and so many verses. You took something, but it's complement each other. So you have to not forget that God forbid all the doubts. So when you're not supposed to doubt undoubtedly, like there is no justification. You cannot doubt people without having any proof. So when God said something like that, have you go up in the surah and see in the top, when you caught your women cheating, you need to have 4 witnesses in order to punish her. Go up in the same surah, surah 4, and the verses, I think it's number 6 or 7, go and read it.
Wait, Waleed.
And then argue with me about this, okay? So you kind of persecuted the Quran here, but actually you are crying.
Can we let Brother Waleed finish? I would like to hear his explanation.
Okay, thank you very much. Go the same surah, my friend. You are like, if you're trying to really find the truth, not to mock the religion or mock the Muslims, you do all your due diligence, okay? So go in the surah from the beginning and read, and you'll see your actually argument is falling short because the Quran don't say even when you got your woman cheating. He said you need to have 4 witnesses in order to punish her. And what's the punishment?
This is not
Lock
about
her
cheating.
in the house.
This is not about cheating.
It's not about right. Alhamdulillah. So we understand that with these criterions, You have to have witnesses. You have to have tangible. You can't just go off and just charge a woman of adultery or something without having witnesses, right?
I'm sorry, guys.
No, you guys actually are just mocking the Quran, and you have nothing to prove as fact.
Excuse me. This has nothing to do with cheating. Has nothing to do with adultery. Has nothing to do with any of that. This is why you don't need witnesses. This is between you and your wife. Period.
Okay, so Logic, let me ask you a question. With any of the Islamic rulings, when it comes to marriage, do you need witnesses?
Wait, can we establish something?
I'm asking, hold on. I'm talking to Logic. Logic, when it comes to Islamic rulings in marriage, do you need witnesses, yes or no?
Yes, specifically about disciplining your wife, you do not need witnesses.
Right.
Do you need witnesses at all when it comes to marriage, yes or no?
Wait. The verse
not when it comes to this. So that's beyond the point. Please stick to the point. When it comes
I'm going to stick to the point. I'm talking to the host. I'm going to stick to the point. Can I ask you a question?
Waleed, excuse me. Do you affirm that according to the verse, because I heard you read it and yada, 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 we don't need to go anywhere else, don't need to shuffle off anywhere else. Can you just affirm for us that it's permissible for the man if he fears disobedience, then he's not to beat his wife?
I agree with you. Okay, listen, can you answer me this question?
That's it. Wait, Waleed.
Can you answer me this question?
Okay,
for example, let's put it into perspective. Let's put it into a test. Let's put the theory into a test. Okay, let's go for follow up. If you guys, for example, in what case you will fear?
Waleed, 1 second. Sorry, Jai was trying to say something. Sorry.
Okay. So Waleed, really the only thing that they needed you for was to confirm the point that Godlogic just asked you. So now we have to go back to them, because earlier they both agreed and said that if the verse says, if you fear, and then you inflict these punishments on your wife, that would be wrong, that would be unjust. Now you just confirmed as a Muslim, as their brother who speaks Arabic, that actually no, the verse does say that. So now you guys need to answer how you just called the Quran unjust and wrong. Go ahead.
I didn't call the Quran unjust and wrong, okay?
Not you. Not you. The middle path.
Yeah, and I came here to defend because
you are a liar. You are a liar. I never called the Quran unjust. You're a liar.
No one said it wasn't you either, Mr. Dawood. It was
he said Dawood. Mr. Dawood said the Quran was unjust. He's a liar.
No. You said no. So I think that you agree that if it's wrong, to be able to do something like that just off of fear, just off of if I fear
it was unjust.
My wife did something, then I can beat her. You said that was wrong, and that Islam doesn't teach.
I said no, I didn't say that. I said that's a wrong context of the verse of understanding it. That's what I said. That's incorrect of understanding that ruling. You cannot in Islam abuse or harm a woman just because you fear that she may do something. That's completely forbidden. Seriously.
My friend,
I don't care what you read.
Can I ask the host something, please?
Guys, one at a time, please. One at a time.
Please, I want to ask something. Yes, thank you.
One second.
So, in what case, let's say, like, Waleed, I want to put the verse into a...
Waleed,
please let me ask my question.
Hold on, just 1 second. Wait.
It's very important what I'm going to ask. It's regarding the topic. I'm not out of line.
Habibi and Afam, I understand. Just 1 second. We're asking Mr. Dawood and Middle Path something. Jai was asking them a question. Right. This is getting back to them. When we get done with them, it'll just take a few seconds. I promise.
All right. Sorry.
If they're
Go
honest,
ahead.
it should take a few seconds.
Okay. Right. It'll only take 2 seconds if they're honest. Exactly. So Middle Path, earlier you said that this was unjust, and Dawood, you said that it was wrong. I'm not a liar. You said it's wrong. This is recorded, so don't say I'm a liar.
I said what was wrong. I said, well, I don't care about no damn recording.
You better
people
care.
Record me all day. Give a damn about no recording.
You just
Listen. This is what I'm telling you, bro. Listen, check this out. I'm telling you that I don't care what you're saying. The context is not you. Listen, in the Islamic ruling, right, in the knowledge of Islam, you cannot do something based upon just because you fear something. It has to be an act. It has to be a cause and effect.
So the verse is wrong, guys.
All right,
no, it's not the verse is wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong, not the verse.
You
The
wrong.
verse is wrong. It says fear.
No, you are.
Listen, guys.
Let's read it. Let's read it. Put the verse on the screen.
Wrong. Dawood is
Put the verse on the screen. Put the verse on the screen.
Put the verse on the screen.
I'll put the verse on the screen.
We've been doing that the whole time.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here.
Put the verse on the screen.
I wasn't here.
We just had it, bro.
You pagans,
We literally had it in Arabic,
put it back up.
and we had
You ain't had nothing.
brother. We had your fellow left shoulder read it and agree with us that it says
I don't
fear,
give
bro.
a dang who agree with you. I'm Dawood, bro. You talking to a whole different person.
Who said it?
I don't give a damn who said it.
Hang on a
Say,
second.
don't mock me, man, for real, because I was in your face, you wouldn't even do that, bro. Like, chill out. Like, seriously. Like, don't mock me.
Can I ask
don't
my
mock
question
me.
now?
Don't play with me. Seriously,
But hold
bro.
up. Just to be clear on this, the only reason why we
Just bring the verse and let's talk about it. Bring your
Wait,
best.
hold on,
Let's
hold
go.
on. Just I want to respond to
Just
something
give me
you
10
said.
I'll got it on my screen right
Does
now.
anybody have it before the rapture?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Al-Masih had the Dallas coming, bro. The 10 seconds.
As you guys get it up real quick, let's just respond to what something Dawood said. Dawood said that you don't appeal. You're the one who appealed to Waleed. So you said you don't care what anyone else says. You're the one who said let the Arabic speaking brother translate it. That's what you said. That's why he came in and did that.
Right. I don't mind him, and he gave his understanding for what he has.
Didn't let me talk, guys. So.
Even if it's it's okay. So I'm waiting for this. Okay, so I have it. It says men are in charge of women.
My brother,
right.
You also put it on the screen. Dawood, stop.
What's up?
You said you want it on the screen. Pay attention. Men are in charge of women. Allah has
I just
made
read
one
that,
of them
dude. What are you talking about?
Can you be quiet long enough to learn something? Okay, let's pay attention.
I don't need you to teach me. You ain't none of my teaching.
And because men spend their wealth for their women, so virtuous women are relevant ones, guarding behind their husbands the way Allah has decreed guarding. And women from whom you... What? What is it? What? Say what? Say what? Fear. Disobedience? Say what?
Boom.
Huh? Advise them.
It don't say that.
Don't cohabit with them. And what does this mean? Beat them. What? Hang on, but let's go back, because Dawood wants to tell us he's better than Allah. What does it say? And from those who fear disobedience.
I never told you I was better than Allah. Listen, listen.
Okay,
so what I have to say about this?
Hang
on. I would like to reply, sir. I would like to reply. I would like to reply. There's no boom. There's no cook moment. There's none of that crap. Listen, what I'm telling you is this. I know what you read in the translation. I have no problem with that. All right. But I'm telling you the context of the verse is not mentioning. Okay, listen. If it says fear, alhamdulillah, right? But what I'm telling you, the context of this verse does not mean that just because you fear that you can do these types of things. That is not the context of that.
That's
you cannot. I'm telling you, I don't care what you pull up and it says. That's not the context of it. That's not the understanding of it, and that's not how the Muslims understand it. Okay?
You don't care
over Allah any day.
It's crazy, bro. This is in the Quran.
So can I say my point now, please?
So I'll right after me, and I'll let you go, Ali. So what we just heard is that Mr. Dawood doesn't care what it says. He doesn't care what we put.
I didn't say I didn't care. I didn't say I didn't care. I said even though it does say. Listen, I'm saying I don't care if you got. Listen, I'm saying this. Let me repeat myself. Okay. If it says fear, I said alhamdulillah. It says fear. But that's not the context of what it. Listen, fear. It says fear. Okay. If you in the translation you show me, it has fear. I have no problem with that. But the context of the implementation of the discipline of the wife does not mean just because you fear something, you do X, Y, and Z.
That's what
that
it says.
is not the correct understanding.
But that's
all I'm saying. That's not the correct understanding. That is not correct understanding.
Let me read it again.
Dawood, you know you're
Give me a second.
Wait. I promised Waleed he could say something after.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please don't. Nobody cut me off. Okay, and tell me if this is logical analysis. Okay, disobedience. Is it something like inside or something as an act? So you like, how to put this? You see disobedience, like someone disobeying you in their heart, you will not know, correct? It has to be a manifestation. Correct?
This has nothing to do about a manifestation, Wally. It has something to do with your inner...
the act disobedience itself. Disobedience. When someone disobeys, how would you know? How would you know someone disobey you? First, please answer the question. How would you know someone disobey you?
It doesn't say that they committed any disobedience yet. It says if you fear disobedience. It doesn't say they did it yet.
Fear disobedience doesn't mean if you see it, basically.
No,
we know what fear is.
I mean implications. Yeah, implications. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. So it's you think that she might be disobedient.
That doesn't make any sense, my friend.
She got
that doesn't make any sense.
Well, it does. That we know that men can have unfounded fears and unsubstantiated, suspicion, right?
Travis, just give him an example so we can relate.
Well, then God spoke about these guys and said anybody who doubts without any proof, they basically sinned. So no, man, and you can find you the verse there.
Can I give an example? Can I give an example?
Give an example. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's just say I fear that my child might not go to school tomorrow. So I'm going to ground my child because I fear that my child is not going to go to school tomorrow. So my child is going to be grounded.
I fear that. Child. No. Carry on. Why would you feel your child is not going to school tomorrow?
Who cares?
I'm going to carry on with the example.
Who cares? That's the example.
No, you're making a stupid example, my friend.
That's the example.
Well, Allah's giving you an example in the Quran that to us.
No. You guys making a stupid example out of that because you fear your child is not going to school because maybe you see him is ill. You see something make you fear.
So you are saying.
So you see something before you fear. You don't fear out of thin air. Okay, then it makes you paranoid and you got a problem in your head.
Let me use this verse, Walid, my brother. Listen up now. So I'm going to use this verse. Now, my wife...
All right. Go because actually you're full of shit, guys.
Stop reciting. You already recited the point. You already recited that earlier.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Implication, y'all got to excuse my southern language. Yeah. Lingo.
These guys,
appreciate
that. Run from their Quran. They run from the Quran.
I wanted to just say something. I'm kind of going to leave this topic alone. I wish I can bring up. I can continue. It doesn't really matter. I know you guys are trying to make it seem like for any odd reason you can just strike a woman and all this and that, but that's not the teaching of Islam, bro. Listen, you can try to strawman us. You can bring us whatever you want to bring, but that's not the context of our understanding and our belief system, sir. Yeah, absolutely not. I know it's the Quran. I accept it from cover to cover. But I'm saying the context of you guys saying that you can strike a woman anytime you want to, that's not Islamic teaching.
This is what confuses me about Muslims, And I mean, I get why, because, if I imagine being a Muslim, I probably would do the same thing if I was committed.
Right? It's a tough spot.
Yeah, it's tough, But it's crazy that, me as a person, I gotta be honest within myself. I can't, if I'm a Muslim, I'm not gonna accuse the Christian of lying on my text. I'm not gonna say the Christian, when they show me the text and they show me the words and I see the words myself, I'm not gonna say, you know what, Christian, you're just lying and you're just trying to make my religion look bad. Instead, I would say, yeah, that's what it says. Alhamdulillah, that's what it says. Close.
It's not but
you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna accuse the person who's showing me the proof and I see it with my own eyes that they're lying or strawmanning. It's right there. It's crazy to me when y'all.
Godlogic, I like your acting skills, but what I'm saying to you is this: I love your acting skills. I see you're a very good actor. You're a very good actor, but that's good. Yeah, you're a very good actor. I told you guys, it says fear in the translation. I'm not denying that. And I see how you guys may think that that's what it means. I get that. Okay, fine. But what I'm saying is that it doesn't.
That's crazy, right?
John, I'm coming to you next, bro. Chill out, bro. Yeah, he's definitely next, bro. I answer for the best of my knowledge, man. I'm no scholar, nobody. I'm just a person,
But you know, I just wanted to say, I want to say that I'm gonna land my plane. I'm not gonna be long. I'm not gonna be long because I've already said it probably 3 or 4 times, and I'm just giving context. Is that I'm telling you, as far as an Islamic ruling, you cannot strike your wife or do any single thing based upon just because you fear that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you
can I just please, guys?
Can I give him an
there has to be an action, a cause and effect to the situation.
Can I just say this?
Hey, can I give him an example of my Muslim
one
cousin?
second, bro. Sorry, study. 1 second. I just want to say this. So we read what's in front of us, and we don't accept what's in front of us. We just have to make up our minds as we go. So basically,
no, I'm not making up my mind. I'm not making up my mind, James. James, let me say this.
Listen, bro.
Based upon other knowledge and other.
Hang on a second.
Go ahead.
So
Go
when
ahead,
I read this verse word for word in the clear Quran, I must ignore what I see.
You can't
and make up what I wanted to mean. So I get you. I got you. Okay, good.
So listen.
First of all, I'm not making up anything, okay? I'm actually judging this situation based upon other rulings in marriage and other situations accordingly. In Islamic rulings and other rulings, there has to be something that's implemented in order for you to do this. Like if somebody commits adultery, you implement the law of adultery against that. If somebody drinks alcohol or they do any of these things, it has to be a cause and effect. You cannot do something just because out of solely just on fear. Fear, I accept. It may be a part of that, but that's not the only part. That's not the only context that's with that, right? Because when I go to the verse, go ahead. What you say,
Mr. Dawood? Let me tell you what happened with my Muslim cousin, right?
Go ahead. What's up?
My Muslim cousin, we was chilling together. We was, just in the car riding. You know what I'm saying? And we was listening to some R&B. And that song came on, by the Isley Brothers. Keep hearing footsteps, baby, in the dawn. So he started thinking, he was like, wait a minute. My wife normally get home at 6:37, but today she came home at 6:41. So he feared rebellion and he went and he beat her. Right? So he called me and was like, yo, man, you ain't gonna believe what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? I beat Tanallah because, I was hearing footsteps. Just like
I don't believe your story. I think it's fake news. Your story sounds fake news to me, bro.
Let me tell you what happened. Let me
fake
tell you
news.
how he won the case. Listen, he went to Islamic court, right? And then
Islamic court. Where at in Islamic court? Where at?
Here, chill out. Let me finish. He went to Islamic court, and then he presented. He presented a hadith. It's called Riyadh As Salihin. Oh my goodness, I'm getting hypnotized. That's too
Riyadh As Salihin. I know what book you're talking about.
Number 68. Number 68 says that no man can be questioned about why he beats his wife. So he got off because basically he feared rebellion. Then when the Abduls came after him, he was like, well, look, Omar said that no man can be questioned about why he beats his wife. So,
he beat the case with that hadith?
Yeah, he beat the case, man.
Wow.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
First of all, he's a freaking liar. There's no Islamic court in here in America like that.
But can I just ask you another question? You said that you need witnesses, right?
This dude said he went to Islam. You went to Sharia court. This Negro went to Sharia court.
Bro, you don't get the bit, bro. You don't get the bit.
Well, maybe I don't. Maybe it's past.
Went way over your head.
Maybe it did. But I'm telling you, I've never seen that. Yeah, I've never seen that.
One more question. Just one more question. You said that according to the rest of the Quran, you need witnesses, right? So let me ask you this. If you find your woman in bed with somebody else and you don't have witnesses, did she cheat on you or didn't she?
She cheated on me, but I have to still provide those witnesses.
So if you can't find the witnesses, then she didn't.
Then she doesn't get charged.
Yeah, but according to everyone around you, you're just a liar because there's no witnesses, right?
I don't really care. I have to have witnesses. I don't really care. There has to be witnesses for her to be charged.
Right? You wouldn't leave her. You wouldn't leave her because you got no witness.
My action. You said if I caught her, all right? If I caught her, I from my understanding, I know if a woman outside commits adultery, you need witnesses. If I am the only witness in the Sharia court, Allah knows best. But I do know you need witnesses. If I can be my only witness, or if I need
witnesses Alano's best, but I do know in just a outside marriage, if she goes outside and commits adultery and somebody accuses her of that incident, she has to have 4 witnesses. But within the case of her being with me and I catch her, Alano's best.
Yeah, but you said you need witnesses. I'm just saying to you. So if you don't have the witnesses, basically she hasn't really cheated because you can't prove it. And
Well,
you
actually,
stay with her. You can't get a divorce.
She could really say you don't have enough witnesses, so it wasn't me.
Well, no. If I actually saw it, I am a witness. So if in Islam, if there's a ruling for me to be a single, I understand that. I said Allah knows best because I know in some cases that a individual like a woman, if she doesn't have witnesses, she can swear to Allah 4 times, and by her swearing to Allah 4 times, that's sufficient. If she doesn't have witnesses, if somebody grapes her.
But that's only 2 witnesses because she's half a man.
No, just 1 witness. If she's a single witness, she can swear to Allah 4 times if she's a single witness.
Guys, 1 second. One second. I know we're trying a little train here. You know, Mr. Dawood said that Jai was next. So I want him to have a chance to get at Jai, man. Go ahead and get at him, man.
No, I'm not trying to get at him. I just wanted to speak to him about you said about the beating. And fine, but how do you implement that? That's my question.
How you implement it?
Yes.
You just take your hand, you smack her.
Could you show me? Could you show me in the verse where it says to just take your hand and smack her? And for the record, for you just try to get all funny. Hold on, wait.
That's what the verse says.
Pick up your middle finger. Pick up your ring finger. Pick up the pinky. And you cock it back like this.
I told you Logic was an actor. I told you he was an actor. That's all he is, an actor. He's an actor.
You got to keep that watching hand strong. Keep that halal hand strong.
Okay. All right. You guys having fun, man?
No, that's what the verse says, though.
You're a liar.
We've been having fun all day. What you talking about?
Listen, I'm asking you a question, John. Could you provide? Listen, anything you say, could you provide evidence for us, sir?
Yeah. The verse literally says to smack her. That's what it literally says in Arabic.
You're a liar. It does not say smack her.
Okay, what does it say?
Beat her, strike her.
It really says beat her. Really?
Okay, listen. Let me give. Okay, so let me re-ask my question.
Okay.
If the verse says strike, fine. I'll concede to it. It says strike. How do you implement that strike?
Logic is all yours.
I'm asking Jai. Jai.
He's gonna have to demonstrate it again.
How do you implement that strike with evidence? Could you bring evidence to support that? Yeah.
We can show you exactly how Godlogic did that. You said he was acting. They actually have Muslim sheikhs on TV. We can show you the videos.
I don't care about. I'm asking you.
They're doing the same gestures that Godlogic just did to bring their hand back, and they're smacking. They're telling you.
He's not a Muslim.
Listen. He's playing semantics, bro. How do you implement that strike? Simple as that.
Wait,
that's a silly question.
Hold on, wait. So, Mr. Dawood, Jai is not a Muslim shark. Hold on.
Anybody who wants to listen to an actual doctor, watch this hour-long video. Don't engage in this.
Somebody drop this guy, bro.
Right? You can talk over me. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. So, Mr. Dawood, Jai is not a Muslim, so he doesn't have a reason to implement this verse if his wife or whatever.
I didn't ask him to implement the verse.
I'm trying to give you context. So the reason why he said we have Muslim sheikhs talking about it is because if he wants to understand what it means, because he's not a Muslim, he goes to them who are Muslims, who are learned in what this means. So that's why he said that, bro. Like, of course, he's not going to know how to do it because he doesn't implement it.
Okay, so we will. Fine, I'll concede. That's a great. Appreciate that. So he doesn't know how to implement this. Correct? We've established that, right? He doesn't know.
Because he's not a white
right. I don't really care because we know. Listen, he doesn't know how to implement this verse of strike. So wait a minute. Listen,
it's really like you just want to have you just want to write out a script and you just put down what you want me to say so I can say it back to you because I'm answering you and you just keep repeating yourself. I know how to implement it exactly how Godlogic just did it. He demonstrated it. That's how they show you how to do it. I can show you videos of Muslim teachers instructing you how to beat your wife.
Okay, so what I want to say is that reason why I asked you the question of how you implement this strike. It says strike, meaning a singular, strike. It's not a plural, right? This is a single strike lightly, correct? Right? And so how do we, it's not a beating, right? It's not a beating. It's a strike. I'll concede with the word strike or admonish her lightly, right?
It doesn't say lightly.
Listen, fine, we can scrap it. We can scrap it. It does say that scholars explain it as lightly, but we can scrap it and just say strike, okay? So what I asked you, the reason why I asked you, how do you implement this strike? You don't really know how to implement this strike because you don't understand the context. No, I want to finish. Hell to the no. I want to finish. I would like to finish. No. I want to finish. So what I'm saying is that you don't know how, right? So we have the scholars of understanding who teach about this verse, and we have scholars of fiqh who explain what this is. And the way that we understand it through the hadiths and through the scholars is that, number one, you cannot strike her in the face. There's a criterion to this strike according to Islamic teaching, okay? So the first thing is that you cannot strike her in her face, okay? Number two,
are you okay?
Can I finish? But are you okay with this? James, I had to go on mute when you guys talk. Let me speak, please. Thank you. So you cannot, the criterion for the scholars that they give in Islam when according to this strike is, number one, you cannot strike her in her face. That's number one. Number two, you cannot inflict any type of pain on her. She cannot feel pain from this strike. That's number two, okay? And so from this understanding, you can't strike her in the face. She can't feel any pain or anything from this one strike, right? So if you understand that criterion, basically it's not actually saying beat your wife. It's actually a protection for the women, especially for men who are in a crime of passion and they exhausted all their things that they wanted to implement, and they want to go and hurt her or harm her or something like this. Like for you as a Christian man, right? Say a Christian man wants to beat his wife. You and your Christianity in your Bible, you don't have a criterion to a Christian woman doesn't have a criterion. Wait a minute. A Christian woman. Hold on, wait a minute. A Christian woman.
Let him finish.
Thank you. Appreciate you. So as far as a Christian woman, she doesn't have a criterion if a Christian man wants to beat her. There's nothing to say. There's no protection or nothing of a ruling to protect her from getting beat if a Christian man wants to get beat. Right?
I'll stop you right there. Okay. Now
wait, can I finish? Can I finish?
No. David.
Yeah.
I'll let you finish lying, and now I'm a correct.
Yeah.
Fine, go ahead.
There is a thing put in place in the Bible. It says, "Don't do it." Don't mistreat your wife. Don't lay a finger on her. Instead, treat her like you would your own body.
Do you have a verse?
I'm literally quoting it. Though, we'll mute up. No man hates his own flesh.
Bring me the verse. Give me the chapter number.
I'm quoting Ephesians 5. No man hates his own flesh. And then 1 Peter says, if you abuse your wife, God will not hear your prayers. So there are things put in place in Scripture for us to go against beating our wives. Hello? Thank you for demonstrating your ignorance. Now speak about the Quran.
Okay, hold on. Thank you for that. Right.
He was responding.
So, I'm responding. Okay.
You respond to Black Doctor, then I'm going to respond to you because you addressed me earlier. So go ahead.
Okay, who wants to talk?
Black Doctor said it, but after that, I want to respond to.
I can't hear because it's breaking up. The audio is breaking up. It's chopping up. It's like I can't hardly hear.
He said you respond because Black Doctor said something to you, so he wants you to respond to Black Doctor, and then Jai will go after you.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Respond to what I said about Ephesians 5 and 1 Peter 3.
Absolutely. Just a second. I'm ready.
And let me just say this to the 500 people in the chats. Woman, do not accept it if your man abuses you, touches you, lays a finger on you. Do not accept it. Know your worth.
Know your worth.
Ephesians 5. Okay, so what's the chapter and verse? What's the verse? What's the verse?
Know your worth.
You're in Ephesians.
What's the verse?
Ephesians 5, right?
Starts at 22.
Hold up, I can't.
18 until the rest.
Hold up, man. Listen to me. Okay.
It'll take like 5 minutes to read from 18 on.
Okay, so I'm at Ephesians 5.
Yeah.
18 and 29, man.
Just start at 22.
And why don't you read it loud so that everybody can be edified? So that
Just
everybody
y'all hear
22,
me? Just trying to check. Can y'all hear me?
Okay, so Ephesians.
Yeah,
I'm
we
at
can
Ephesians.
hear you.
Nice.
Okay, so 22. You said start at 22.
Yeah, start at 22.
Okay, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands, as you do to the Lord. For the husband is head of the wife, as Christ is head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church, and gave himself up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by the washing with water through the word, and present her to himself as a radiant church, without stain or wrinkle, any or other blemish, by the holy, blameless. 28. Where you want me to go? I'm at 28.
Keep going.
In this way, husbands ought, this same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife himself, after all, no one ever hated their own body, but they feed and care for their body, just as Christ does the church. For we are a member of his body. Okay?
Finish it.
For his reason, a man will leave his father and mother, and be united to his wife, and two will become one flesh. This is profound mystery, but I am talking about Christ and the church. However, each one of you almost must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband. Okay?
Good. So, here, what does the text say about Christ and the church?
About Christ and the church?
Mm-hmm.
That's not my answer, bro.
I'm asking you.
Listen. I love that you brought me this. Thank you. Alhamdulillah. Appreciate you.
So I'm asking you the question. What does it say about Christ and the church?
Wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. My claim was that you have no laws that I've ever read that protects a woman from getting beat by a Christian woman.
Oh my
in
goodness.
Ephesians, in this chapter of Ephesians, listen, wait a minute. Hold up, calm down. So in this chapter of Ephesians that you brought me, nowhere in it does it say anything about a protection for a man that's beating her. Nothing.
So what is a man supposed to do?
Nothing, dude.
Wife?
Listen, I asked you. Listen, I asked you.
Answer the question.
I told you my claim was there's no verse in your Bible that protects a woman if she gets beat. There's nothing here, no ruling, no law.
Answer the question, you jahil. Answer the question.
Don't worry about my jahilness. It's better than yours.
What does the text say that how a man is supposed to treat his wife?
Okay, man. Okay, so it talks about loving her, Christ as a church, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. It's not talking about what I... Listen, I'm not going to tell you... Listen, I'm not going over this verse.
Does it say anything about beating?
I'm not doing that. You can tell me that.
So what does it say anything about beating? What does the text say?
It does, hold on, James. It does reference beating. Nobody would beat their own flesh. They would take care of their
Can
flesh.
you show me the word beating in the verse, sir? Could you show me out all these verses I've seen? Can you show me one word that says beat? Show me one word that says beat. I bet you can't do it.
Well, study. This is what he's trying to. This is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I bet you can't do it.
So listen. It says that we are to love our wives as Christ loved the church. We are supposed to give ourselves for our wives. We are supposed to give ourselves for our wives.
To literally die for them.
I bet you can't do it.
Study, bro. He can't interpret the Quran. You're asking him to interpret the Bible. Exactly. He wants us to find the word beat when it's not there.
I bet you can't find the word beat in this verse.
It's not in there.
Okay, you guys, can I respond to that?
Okay, so no. Let me say this again. Maybe y'all didn't understand what I was saying. My claim was this. Hold on, Black, chill out. Go ahead, Black. Go ahead.
Here, bro, you know me. We've been encountered before. If you're going to address me by my full name. Put some respect on my name. So number one, don't interrupt me. Number two, put some respect on my name. So you made the claim.
Say, I'm not your woman, bro. I'm not your woman. Why do I need to say your name?
I'm speaking.
You say Destiny Child? I don't need to say your name. What the hell?
I am speaking.
You talking about say my name like you Destiny Child? Listen,
you're just gonna address me properly.
What the hell? Talking about say my name like you Destiny Child?
Cry in the corner. That's gonna be your own prerogative. Cry like the women you beat. So,
your woman to say your name, bro. I'm not your woman, bro. Go tell your woman to say your name, bro. Not me. So that's kind of creepy, bro.
So what we saying, you're going to put some respect on my name. So we're going to the text. The text says, for a man, his prerogative is to die for the sake of his wife. Not to abuse her, but to treat her rightly.
Right.
So here, we can even go to 1 Peter. 1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, husbands, live with your wives in an understanding way, showing honor to the woman as a weaker vessel, since they are heirs with you of the grace of life, so that your prayers may not be hindered. So what happens, according to Peter, if someone does not honor their woman?
Respond now.
What happens, Dawood?
I'm trying to talk, man. Okay, so check this out. So I'm asking a specific question.
Is there a question?
Black, be quiet, dude. Listen, I'm asking a question.
Answer my question.
Listen, I'm not obligated to answer nothing, just like you're not obligated to answer my question.
Actually,
I would like to make my statement. I'm not signing that slave contract. I'm not signing the slave contract.
If you're going to make your statement, then you're going to do it after you answer my question.
Oh, I'm going to do it, huh? I said I'm going to do it, bro.
Yes, you is. You is.
I'm not signing that slave contract, bro. I'm not. I know you want me to.
I tell you what, my friend, this is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship.
What's your question, man? Let me get it out the way. What's your question, bro? What do you want to ask me? What do you want to ask me?
That's what I said before.
Hold on, I want Black. Let Black ask any question you want to answer.
Address me properly.